Ladies and gentlemen, tonight we reflect on one of the most consequential moments in our nation's history. In April of 1865, just days after the Civil War drew to a close, President Abraham Lincoln, who had led the Union through its darkest hours, was tragically assassinated while attending a play at Ford's Theater. His death stunned the country, leaving behind a grieving people and an unfinished vision of national healing. It was in that moment of crisis that the responsibility of the presidency fell to a man who had served as Lincoln's vice president. He was a Tennessean who had remained loyal to the Union when his state seceded, a man of complex convictions and fierce determination. Ladies and gentlemen, it is my honor to introduce to you the 17th President of the United States, Andrew Johnson.
Hello there. I'm Andrew Johnson, the 17th President of the United States. My story is one of humble beginnings, great turmoil, and no shortage of controversy. I was born on December 29, 1808, in Raleigh, North Carolina. My family was very poor. I never attended formal school, but I taught myself to read while working as a tailor's apprentice. Eventually, I settled in Tennessee, where I entered politics and rose through the ranks to become governor and then U.S. Senator. Though I owned slaves earlier in life, I remained fiercely loyal to the Union when Southern states seceded. In 1864, President Abraham Lincoln selected me to run with him on the National Union ticket, a gesture meant to show North and South could stand together. After President Lincoln was assassinated in April 1865, I suddenly found myself sworn in as president. My presidency and executive orders. My time in office was consumed by the enormous task of Reconstruction, bringing the Southern states back into the Union after the Civil War. My philosophy was leniency. I believed the Southern states had never truly left the Union and should be restored quickly without punishing their leaders too harshly. This approach angered many in Congress, especially the radical Republicans, who wanted stronger protections for newly freed African Americans and tougher conditions for readmitting the South. I issued several executive orders during my term. Executive Order No. 3. April 29, 1865. I lifted restrictions on trade in areas under military occupation, except for contraband and anything Congress had banned. Executive Order No. 4, May 9, 1865. I voided all Confederate laws in Virginia and ordered U.S. laws to be reestablished. Executive Order No. 5, April 13, 1866. I ordered public offices closed to observe the first anniversary of President Lincoln's assassination. Executive Orders No. 6 and No. 7, July 1868. I certified the ratification of the 14th Amendment, which granted citizenship and equal protection under the law to all persons born or naturalized in the United States, though I had personally opposed it. My impeachment. Perhaps the most dramatic moment of my presidency was my impeachment. In 1867, Congress passed the Tenure of Office Act, which restricted my power to remove officials without Senate approval. I believed the law was unconstitutional and defied it by trying to fire Secretary of War Edwin Stanton. That was all the excuse my opponents needed. In 1868, the House of Representatives impeached me, making me the first president in our history to face such charges. My trial in the Senate was tense. In the end, I survived by a single vote. One vote spared me from removal and left me to complete my term. Legacy. My presidency ended in March 1869. I returned to Tennessee, where I was later elected back to the U.S. Senate in 1875, the only former president ever to do so. History has judged me harshly. My opposition to civil rights legislation and my constant battles with Congress have earned me the reputation as one of the least effective presidents. Still, I believed I was defending the Constitution and the balance of powers as I understood them. And with that, my friends, I bid you all a respectful adieu. May history teach us the value of unity and the high cost of division. For democracy, I leave you with this creed. For democracy I live. For democracy I die. For. Thank you for listening.
Pauline's Pizza, where we deliver happiness one slice at a time. What's your craving today?
Yeah, hi. Is Seymour there?
Oh, Seymour. I think he might be busy making our special pies. But hey, why not swing by the pizzeria? We've got a pie with your name on it. Anything else I can help you with?
I was looking for Seymour Butts.
Ah, I see. Well, if you're looking for Seymour Butts, he might be hiding behind a pepperoni slice. Anything else I can do for you today?
No, that's it.
My fellow Americans, I came to this office in the shadow of our greatest tragedy, determined to see the Union restored and the Constitution upheld. Though our path was marked by fierce disagreements, I never wavered in my belief that this nation must remain whole. History will judge each of us by how we rose to meet the challenges of our time. May we always strive to preserve the Union and to perfect this great experiment in liberty. For democracy, I live. For democracy, I die. For. Let's dive into the big bill for greater clarity. Thank you, and may God bless the United States of America.
Ever wondered what your home looks like from space? Enter your address and get a 360-degree satellite view of your home.
American people.
Sure.
And it's the president's new tariff policy. And when I think about what he got elected.
Ask ourselves, what has the globalist economy gotten the United States of America? And the answer is fundamentally it's based on two principles: incurring a huge amount of debt to buy things that other countries make for us. And to make it a little bit more crystal clear, we borrow money from Chinese peasants to buy the things those Chinese peasants manufacture. That is not a recipe for economic prosperity. It's not a recipe for low prices, and it's not a recipe for good jobs in the United States of America.
You got to make me a promise. It's going to be on Fox and Friends. It has to be, Mr.
We'll
Vice
talk, man.
President.
Thank you
so much.
He ain't lying. He ain't lying. But what he did do is cater to his political base, right? So if you notice, Donald Trump, J.D. Vance, and the press secretary of the White House all do the same thing. They banter to their congressmen, their political base, because they want to seem like they strong, and it's all for clicks, views, and whatever the case. Like it's just like a boxer. Right before he about to go on a fight, he having interviews, he having to weigh in, he want to look all big and tough, and so he push a little bit, he might yap a little bit, but even though he go in the ring and he might do him something dirty, he had to get people to rally behind him, and that's what he's doing. He playing on people's ignorance. He playing on people's biases. But what he said was definitely true. Why are we borrowing money to buy stuff from the people we borrowing the money from? That don't make no sense. It just don't. He ain't never lied on that one.
I guess what I'm saying is, like, why would you say peasants? That I'm just stuck on the vernacular at this point.
I just told you why.
I'm not stuck on like why would he frame his mouth to say that? Like, you know, what
we're in an age of social media.
That's like saying the N-word, bro. Like, what?
No.
Like,
we're in the age of
deep-seated racism, bro. Like, call it what it is.
It's not like racism at all. It's like if everybody. It's like if everybody on social media right now is being like, "Oh, I like light-skinned men with curly hair." Guess what I'm gonna go do? I'm gonna post 10 videos of being light-skinned and with curly hair because I'm catering to the fan base. It's the same shit. It's the same shit. If everybody's saying, yeah, fuck China, what you gonna do? Get on there and say a politically correct version of saying fuck China, just so you can, and so all your fan base or all the social media press will be like, oh my God, that's my vice president. It's for clout, bro. It's just for the clout.
I'm not, and it's just like that's crazy.
Like, you gotta understand what social media is.
A viral AI-generated video mocking President Trump's push to bring manufacturing jobs back to the U.S.
Look, I need to start saving them joints.
But yeah, you gotta understand what I'm saying, bro.
I want to show. Hey, do you see the AI-generated joints?
We talking about videos? I see a lot of
Yeah,
AI
the
videos.
AI, like the ones like this right here.
Working in
Oh
what
yeah, that
appears
China
to be a
put out. That shit was
massive
funny. That shit
warehouse
was
or
funny. I ain't gonna
sweatshop.
lie.
And look, one of
I
the
ain't gonna
workers
lie.
kind
I
of looks
seen
like
that.
John Hamm.
They basically
Yeah.
saying
So
all
this is kind
Americans
of
are
like
fat
their, you know,
and lazy.
tongue-in-cheek kind of meme
And
saying, "You can make
whites and blacks
America
are
great again."
separated.
Okay, make your own stuff, and this is what you guys gonna look like.
Oh, I didn't even catch
Wow.
that. I read it
How
from the video.
mean.
That's crazy,
How
right?
All the
cruel.
white
All I
people.
want
The
to
white
do is
people.
watch the video,
Viral
and,
yesterday.
and I don't want to see nobody.
Fat obese white man with white people.
So this is
being
a
the same.
China-created viral AI video made with, of course, yes, made with artificial intelligence. It's AI. It shows American workers,
All the
overweight,
black folks.
unhappy, working in what appears to be a massive warehouse or sweatshop. And look, one of the workers kind of looks like John Hamm. Yeah. So this was kind of like their, you know, tongue-in-cheek kind of meme saying, "You gonna make America great again? Okay, make your own stuff, and this is what you guys gonna look like."
Wow. How mean.
That's crazy,
How
right?
cruel.
Yes. I'm like, wow. It's definitely getting a little bit of clapback online. I can tell you that.
Like you said, it is going viral. People are, some people are
I
laughing,
don't
some people are definitely not
I
happy.
ain't gonna
Yeah,
say that's
not
really
happy
that biggest
about
the
it.
biggest
But can
clapback
I tell you
ever,
something
right?
that is gonna
And the reason why I'm saying that's not the biggest clapback is because one, the only clapback portion of it was Americans being obese. That's the only clapback portion. But it really isn't a clapback when you have body dysmorphia running rapid through China. Females in Asian countries believe if you're not built like a stick with big boobs, then you're not you're fat and ugly. And so it's a very much body dysmorphia that runs through the culture over there. So calling everybody fat, not saying that's a truth or a lie. Some people are very obese.
They telling the truth
And,
on that one.
hey, they telling the
You,
truth.
like, come on now. Like you
I don't see.
so you got to think about.
I don't go into restaurants or into bars or in public places and see 90% people looking like the people in those videos. I might catch one or two people looking like those people in the video.
Look, they were overemphasizing it, but it's like you have to. You can't you gotta blow it up just to make the point. That's because you only got 30 seconds. So
that, but like I said, they culture
factories or something.
They culture promotes body dysmorphia. That's one. So really,
Hold on.
yeah. And then the second point, you making fun of what it would look like if we manufacture stuff in America using the same stuff, same equipment, same processes that y'all actually do in China. That's not a clapback to say this is what it would look like. Yeah, that's what it look like because that's what y'all do already.
Yeah, but the thing is, that's what they're asking for. Bringing factories back.
Hey, it's a job, right? A job. It says you presenting, but it's just a black screen with the audio off.
Okay, yeah, it just started that. Yeah, but you seen the video part that I was aiming for. Yeah.
But bro, I gotta say it, bro. It can't be a clapback if that's the shit y'all do. Oh, you want to clean your own toilets, pick your own fruits and agriculture. You want to manufacture your own stuff, but that's the stuff you already do for us. And why would that be a problem? Why would we pay y'all to do something we can do for ourselves? Those are jobs. That is what we need to bring this economy back around. So no, that's not a problem if people are lined up like that. We just make fun of it because it's like, oh, that's a Chinese sweatshop. It's not really a Chinese sweatshop. That's a Chinese assembly line. Just like everything else. That's what manufacturing look like. But that obese thing, yeah. Most Americans do be, I'm not gonna say most, but a good chunk of Americans do be overweight. But y'all also be having body dysmorphia too. So yeah, I don't really know. How can you really speak from a situation that you would die if you ever even gained 10 pounds? You would think about committing suicide. So it's kind of funny how you.
All right, everyone, that's it for today. Remember, ideas in motion, progress in action. Keep learning, keep showing up, and stay active in your communities. I'm E Millions. Thanks for spending your time with me. Take care, and I'll see you next time. For democracy, I live for democracy, I die. Until next time.